students, and welcome back to Heaven's Baking Culinary Institute. Today we will be learning about the importance of equipment, baking equipment to be specific. Now what I laid out today is not for any specific recipe. It's just important tools, like the basic tools. If you guys do watch the intro, which I'm sure you do because it's really short, before the video begins, I usually have already prepared or be prepared. I do have to add other things on there, which I will do. However, the basics are on there when it comes to what you'll need as far as measurements, what you'll need as far as for mixing, what you'll need as far as cutting down time, okay? And that's why we have our recipes. And if you ever need, a just in case, and that's what our calculator is for, a just in case. Say you're using your phone for content and that's your only source of recording, because I know some of my babes use their phones to record if they don't have cameras or any of that. So you can make sure that you have your calculator. A mixer is always important. It does not have to be an electric mixer, so do not let that stop you from baking, okay? That's why we have other alternatives, and bowls, of course. So I'm gonna go through all of these tools and resources that you will need as far as making it easier for you to not only get those orders out, but to just be more efficient. And of course, you guys always know I stress about mise en place, meaning everything in place. So when everything is in place, everything will be done easier. Everything will be in place easier for you to get out that cake and for your mind to just be focused, because as you saw in the beginning also, brain focus is very important, okay? Brain focus is very important, and also patience. If you guys don't have patience, I suggest reading the Bible, no jokes aside, or just reading, period. Try reading, watching longer videos, or staying on this video and watching it thoroughly. But I'm not gonna talk too much. I'm just gonna go through these things because I don't want this video too long. So, okay, here we go. I'm gonna start off with the most important thing. Let's see, your recipe. So your recipe, let's see, I got a few of them here. Let's see which one is easier for you guys. Now we just did bagels. I would do that, but let's do something different. Okay, so muffins. We could do muffins. So for muffins, I would say, okay, what do I need? The basics: butter, sugar, eggs, all the things, right? So when I think of muffins, I think of a lot of mixing. I think of not having to use an electric mixer. But if I was to use an electric mixer, which would be this with 2 whisks that actually broke, for this, it is very important to make sure that you have the specific speeds on here, okay? Make sure it goes up to at least 5, because that is when a recipe is referring to high, it means 5. When a recipe is referring to low, it's referring to 1. When a recipe is calling for medium speed, it means 3, 2 or 4 in between. And you don't want to use an electric mixer when something cannot be over mixed. So for muffins, I would say, okay, I would go in with my bowl and my whisk or my spatula in order to do muffins, because if you over mix muffins, it will peak at the top, and you kind of want like a domed look. You don't really necessarily want a peak. So I mean, everything is preference. However, a peaked one means that you either over mixed it, and I think domed means that you mixed it perfectly. So the batter was good. And I put on here cooking scissors because, you tend to open things. Say you're running out of flour, or you're using semi-chocolates for the double chocolate muffins. You're going to need to open those chocolate chips. And for sanitary reasons, I highly suggest us using cooking scissors, not our hair scissors and not our mama's scissors. that she uses for poultry, but specifically for your baking days, okay? So this could be used for opening your bags. This could be used for I don't know, anything cooking wise, really, for baking, okay? We have our important measurements here, and I'll show you another alternative for measurements. So these are called, I believe these are called manual measurements. I'll correct it if I'm wrong. However, I call these my manual measurements, and I call them that because you're using your hands, okay? So for this, I have to manually scoop everything. I have to manually measure everything. But the alternative to that, if you want to be more efficient, you know, if you have a business or anything, I would recommend getting a scale, which is electric. If I was using this, and if I was using this, it like goes manual versus electric. So this is a unit measurement, okay? So it has different types of units on it. You just press on here. Wait till it loads. It usually doesn't take that long. I hope it's not dying. Okay. Yeah, okay, I have to get more batteries for this. But as you can see, there's an on and off button, there's a tare button, and there's a unit button, okay? The unit button has ounces, 2 forms of ounces, and it has grams, and it also has, I think, kilograms, if I'm not mistaken. Tare means, say you put a bowl on here, right? Say I put a bowl on here, and then it says 50 pounds or something on here, or say it says 50 ounces on here. I would press tare to zero it out, which is what the Z stands for. Z means 0 / T means tare. So that means that you're trying to zero it out so that when you apply your flour or any other ingredient in here, it's measuring just what you put in the bowl and not the bowl plus the product. So that's why you want to make sure that you press that middle button before you even begin to put anything in your mixing bowl, okay? That's very important. And as far as this is a timer. Okay, so this is very important because it is for also, like I said before with the calculator, if you're using your phone and you need an alternative, you can have a timer on there instead of using your phone that might interrupt your recording or however you put it. And I actually like this one because it's old fashioned. I'm kind of an old fashioned girl, so it does have this noise, and it just helps, you know, like, oh, my cookies are ready, let me go get them, you know what I'm saying? So that's a preference. If you do have a second phone or anything, I'm sure you can use your phone or your computer. And what am I missing here? I think I said recipes already, but I'm gonna go over them if I did not actually go over them. So the importance of having your recipe preparation. This goes into my last video. If you guys want to go watch that video so you can know that the importance of mise en place, and you can know the importance of each ingredient in each recipe. I specifically did bagels because that was bagel week. I'm just going to go over double chocolate muffins really briefly. So if I need butter, sugar, brown sugar, semi-chocolates, eggs, flour, all-purpose flour, baking soda, salt, buttermilk, and chocolate chips, I would say, okay, let me make sure I have all of this in my cabinet first before I even decide to mise en place, okay? let me go over my recipe first before I decide to mise en place. So you don't want to end up baking and then you find out you don't have any eggs. Okay, now if you're a person who doesn't mind going out the way and going to their store 5 times because you didn't look over your recipe, then, you know, that's your prerogative. However, those who want to be more efficient in the baking industry and you know, just better at it, period, just being able to master it, I would highly recommend looking over your recipes first and then deciding to prepare. Okay, so this book right here is my Heaven's Baking business book. I don't really use it anymore because I don't have orders at the moment and I'm not really in business with Heaven's Baking right now. We're on a hiatus. Okay, so I'm just doing school right now to teach. So what I did here though, if you guys have a business, make sure you have a business book or a notebook and a pen. Okay, now if you're a student, I recommend you having a notebook and a pen, because you know I might be speaking and you might want to write down some tips and some notes. If you're not capable of keeping mental notes, which I'm not, which is why I have something like this. I can keep a few up here, but I'm gonna need my book. So I really recommend getting a nice notebook. This has dividers in it to, you know, compartmentalize everything, that you could just go to, okay, what do I need to know about bagels? What do I need to know about muffins? What did Miss Spivey say about bagels? Okay, let me write that in the bagel section. You know what I'm saying? So you want to keep everything organized in your notebook. You want to make sure you have your pen on you. I wouldn't recommend using a pencil unless you know, want it to not be permanent. But I would say use a pen, and it helps with your practice of, you know, thinking before you write, okay? Because you don't want to have scribbles everywhere, because then you don't want to. We want to keep brain focus. That's our focus, brain focus and patience, okay? So be patient with yourselves. And you guys know that I do grade upon that also. Are you giving yourself grace? Are you being focused? Are you making sure that you have everything? Are you making sure that your mind is in it? You know what I'm saying? And not only that, having fun, being able to multitask. And I really think that's why I'm kind of stressing this as far as mise en place and the importance of equipment and the importance of having your recipes, so you can make room for fun. Like, you can play your music and say, you know what, I'm able to play my music and I could bake and read the recipe, like, you know what I'm saying? So you could dance and know that your timer's gonna go off because it's loud enough, instead of relying on your phone for vibration if your ringer is not on. It's just like it cuts down a lot of seriousness in it. So that's just a tip or a nugget, I guess. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you guys need any other tips or you have any other questions, let me know and I'll be here. Okay, so that's it on Heaven's Baking Culinary Institute, and I'll see you next class, students. Have a good day.